So here's your quick tip. Now this quick tip is an answer to several requests I've had from people who are doing our video lessons, because in the video lessons I use value lines on the palette, and I've gotten lots of requests asking me how do I form those value lines. Well, I've set up the two colors here to show how to do that. I've set them up though so that you can see me do that, whereas normally I set the value lines going horizontally across the palette. That's important. For me, it makes it easier to work horizontally than it does vertically. So I wanted to make that clear, that the setting this up vertically is just so that you're able to see what I'm doing more easily. Now, it's a very simple thing. Working with the palette knife, we're working with both the flat side, like an iron, sort of, and the tip. A lot of folks just use the tip of the palette knife and doesn't really do the job. So for the value line means that we are mixing a line of color that goes from the darkest dark that color can go to the lightest light. So what we'll do is, first of all, we flatten out slightly the little blob of color that we squirted out, and then we pull the darker color. Then we pull that darker color into tapering amounts towards the light, like that. Alright, then I wipe off the palette knife to give me more control. Then I take the palette knife and I begin to flatten the lighter color, and then I begin to kind of move the lighter color, picking it up here, and move it towards the darker color, like this. Now, if I am stroking it, digging down all the way to the palette, stroking it back and forth from the outside in, not stirring all the way around, but simply stroking back and forth like this from the outside in, then gradually pull from the darker color, gradually pull from the darker color, gradually pull from the darker color, like that. Then you see what's happening here is that a value line is forming, like that. Now that really is enough to get a value line going. People will worry about what's on the back of the palette knife, and they might try to put that back down. If you do that, put it back on the palette in the same in the same alignment with the line itself. So that's the way to create a value line and to prevent it from going all over the palette. You'll probably want to put your own spin on that, but at least maybe that will get you started. So there's your quick tip.